All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. They're on the 30-yard line.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go. Let's do this.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Max 56.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well.
16 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here we go.
Hey, Rip 5-2. On here.
Mike, 56. Double dog. That's the one.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Wentz. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dante Pettis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over at their own 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Deshaun Hand able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Good shot, baby. That's an 8 shot. Mark check 33. 33.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call.
There goes Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Switch. You go take. You got take.
Hey, empty.
Switch.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Ready?
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Sunday.
I got one. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Watch the pass.
Here. Hey, orbit.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here we go. Mike 56.
On 2nd down and 4. Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch tight end. 4 down.
Let's go.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Now he's going to go deep down the left, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
81.
Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The loop, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Here's Murray. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. From the gun, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Kill.
He finds an opening past the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
At the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check three.
Man 5-7.
Check hot route. Hot.
49.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
That's what I do.
951. Watch the screen.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 51. He's scared. Mike.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now Murray. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
51, Mike 51.
Throwing now is Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on third and long. Murray. He's going to fire one deep. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7. At the Cardinals, 31-yard
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Shotgun now for Wentz. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Waiting!
Mike 51.
You can't block me. You can't.
Down the man inside, down the man.
Check 6 guys.
Check. Lucky. Check.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Come on, switch it.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the I.
15. Straight 15.
Switch gears.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Murray now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Check 56. All day, just like that. Just like that.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Waiting.
Stay with your man.
This 5-7.
51, Mike.
This 5-7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Deuce, 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 deuce.
Check.
Jam it, jam it, jam, jam.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
74.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken it around the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Murray going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Derwin James, the all-pro safety, is a rookie there to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cut.
Man 5-7.
51's the Mike.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Kill. Breathe, defense. Play
56.
From the gun on third down, Wentz completes it to Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Gordon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on,
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 15 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we keep...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Uchenna Nwosu, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Murray now. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 82 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will get him 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Wentz. And a big one loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you. I got you.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 4. Whip.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good one.
And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
120.
56. Hey, pick your game. 56.
Now Gordon on 1st down.
Go, run.
And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Melvin Gordon, 39 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch 23, watch 23. Strong right, strong right.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. Well, they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 14, 82, 14.
Wentz now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
51's the mic, boys, 51.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic, 51's the mic.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go, Mike.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Daniil Hunter in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
56, the mic, boys, 56. Check 56.
Alpha!
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rush in.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Joey Bosa. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Wide, get wide. Switch.
Alert 3. Hey, alert 3.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
true.
time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Murray and company going for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. Come on, D. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Shit.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in, Frank. And now here's another interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. To throw, it's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
46 down, man, 5-4.
That's trash. Go, Mike.
Wentz to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Red 5-2, out here.
51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Hey, Zoo.
Let him know, let him know. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Bandit. Bandit. 51 to Mike, boy. 51.
Wentz now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Bravo.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Slam.
Check 13. Check 13.
Back.
Check 31.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill.
Check safety. 51 to Mike. Army.
Pick the edge. Go.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
To throw is Wentz. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and our home team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Watch the slant.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
And the Titans first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Their own 15-yard line.
Check 53 is mine.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Check 24. Check 24. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Bang.
Hey, ball. Blue.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Record.
Alert.
Check. 53's mic. Check. 50.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Now, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. A punt return of 65 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Check. Watch 54.
Red, son.
I got you, son. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, exit.
I'm coming after you.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Stay focused. Come on. All right. I got you.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Alert. Mike, 53, Mike.
Hey, that QB's trapped.
Hey, Charlie.
53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. But he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
I'm going to come back to you. Mike Hayward. Mike 49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Badgley on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. J.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Mariota going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely.
Rush coming, and he's taken. Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Now it's Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw Mariota. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Mike 54. Switch. Check. Crouch. Crouch. Check three. Joker.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lock in.
On first down, Trubisky. Got Gordon open, completes it. It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 50 yards.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check it backer.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Check 52. Check 9. Check 50. Check 50.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alert.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
What we got?
Three.
Bravo!
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check.
Ran.
Check 43.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He's going to take a shot right away for the... Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Check back, check back.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They're running
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky going for the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Muscles him off.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he fields it cleanly.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down and 4, Mariota dumps it off to Lewis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mariota on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Gordon. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ran, touch.
Mike's 5-4. Focus, defense, focus.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Titans go. It's Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Following the interception here, Mariota He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Uchenna Nwosu gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mariota. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mariota. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He gets it to Humphries. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Break down. 180. 54 Mike.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Bound to lose one.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Go now. 10 Lobo.
54. Mike, 54. On the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Push him back. Kill.
Rock it.
Check.
Shoot.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And something we're seeing more of.